Welcome to Talk About It Tuesday, where I'm going to talk about all the books I've read in the last week, what I'm reading currently, and what I plan to read by the next time we check in. Now, last Tuesday, I got through Hazelthorn. I love Don't Let the Forest In so much that this fell flat for me. There is a plot twist that happens, and that did bring this up for me to a 3.5 star. It follows a 17-year-old boy named Evander. The man that owns the estate he lives in passes away. After he passes away, Evander starts learning things about the estate, himself, family that's connected to it, and the garden that he was warned to not go into, and why would he listen? Then on my Koba, I read P.S. I Hate You. I summed this book up in the 4 words that I repeatedly wrote in my annotations. Babe, therapy, I'm begging. That's all I gotta say about that. Then I did the audiobook for You Weren't Meant to Be Human by Andrew Joseph White. And the only reason I read this is because Gabby recommended it. She's batting 1,000. There's a cult in West Virginia that is overseen by something called the Hive. In Gabby's review, she said this, and I 1000% agree. You took out the Hive, it would still be one of the most terrifying horrors that I've ever read. It's you figuring out your identity and who you are over and over and over again. It's you thinking that you understand something and having to come to terms that you didn't. It's figuring out a way to get past the decisions that you have made. Fantastic read. The audio, 4.5 stars. Then I picked up a book that I won probably about a year and a half ago called Whites by Mark Doughton. This is a satirical short story collection. It really focuses on the mental gymnastics that white people will go through so that their beliefs make sense. Here's the thing. Concept is very cool. After about 5 short stories, I went, brother, we get it. You know what I mean? I gave it 3 stars. I started Womb City by Tolo Tolo. Can't remember her last name. I only got like 5% of the way through. Couldn't tell you what it's about. I'm going into this one fully blind. Currently working through Glass by Ellen Hopkins. It's a thick bitch. It's almost 700 pages. However, it's written in verse. The Crank series is about a teenage girl named Christina that goes to visit her father for the very first time in, I don't know, ever. In the 3 weeks that she's there to visit him, she gets addicted to drugs. Glass picks up, say like 11 months later, because this talks more about the effects of her use on her responsible parent and her family. It also talks about how people think that they have control and they don't. And because I want to start series and finish them, I'm just going to go straight into Fallout. And this follows Christina through somewhat of a resolution. I'm excited to walk down nostalgia lane and see if I still like the books that I loved. This is like a series that got me into reading. It's been cool to go back to it. And I'm going to pick up Life Impossible by Matt Haig because this is the only book I own by him that I have not read yet. Keep in mind I only own like 3 or 4 of his books. Finally, I'm going to read a book that somebody recommended to me about a year ago. I'm going to pick up Shield of Sparrows, but I'm going to read it on my Kobo. My friend Casey recommended this to me. She is not a romantasy or fantasy reader. She loved it. And so now I feel obligated to actually read it. There's a solid chance that I get through Fallout and I go, I want to read something else. We'll see if I stick to it. I don't know. I'll check back in next Tuesday.